There are 3 steps to mastering anything. In my youth, I tried to make things as complex as possible so I could prove to myself how smart I was, which is pretty stupid. And what I found as the years have gone by is that the more complex you make it, the less likely people apply it. It's much harder to simplify something than to make it really complex. It looks and seems sophisticated, but no one does it. So write down, complexity is the enemy of execution. Complexity is the enemy of execution. If you and I are gonna get results and execute, get the real results, we gotta keep it really simple. And most people's brains go 1, 2, 3, many. We tend to get overwhelmed with too many things. So I try to keep it in 3. So let me give you 3. And the 3 are so that you can take your life to another level in mastery, not dabbling, not stressing. Dabblers try something, they play a game, they do a sport like tennis. In the beginning, it grows really fast, and you have this incredible growth, and then what happens? Anybody know you hit a what? A plateau, is it true? And what does a dabbler do? Someone who has a mentality, a philosophy of dabbling. They go, this is no longer fun. It's always fun in the beginning of a relationship, because everything's new. It's always fun in a new business. So many people have multiple businesses that are all failing. Right? Yeah, they tell everybody they got 3 businesses, none of them are profitable. So if you and I are gonna really shift things, if you wanna master anything, what was the area of your life that you said you needed to master? Was it your body? Was it your emotions? Was it relationships? Was it time? Was it your career? Was it finance? Was it the spiritual side of life? What one was it for you? The most powerful way I know to speed up the process of mastery is 3-fold. Here they are real quick. Number 1, you must model someone who is already getting the result that you want. If you want to take your life to the next level, the fastest way I know is modeling. You must model someone who's getting the result you want, someone who's done it. If you learn from the best in the world, you'll have a very different experience than if you learn from somebody who's really good. What's the problem with somebody who's really good? And the best result you're probably gonna get is poor, is it true? And by the way, they do this full time. So if they're full time and all they are is good, that's a clue you probably are wasting your time. Success leaves what? If someone is successful consistently, they're not lucky. They're doing something different than you're doing. And it's Finn's thinking they're lucky or they have some special skill. Even if they have a skill, you can learn the skill. But what you have to do is get the right role model who's producing the result. Let me give you an example of what I mean. How many of you have had the unbelievably humiliating experience of playing a video game against a child? And why does the child always win? Is it because they're smarter? Is it because they're faster? Because they're younger, quicker reflexes? Is that it? Here's how it works, by the way, in case it haven't happened to you. You buy a video game for a child. You're an uncle, you're an aunt, you're a grandpa, your grandma, your father or mother, for a holiday or for a birthday. And what invariably happens is the child has a plan. And the child says, come play with me, Unc. Come play with me, Auntie. Come play with me, Grandpa. Come play with me, Mom, Dad. Come on. You go, no, this is for you. I don't play those kinds of games. This is all for you. They go, come on, it's so easy. Let me show you. See? It's so easy. And so finally, in a moment of weakness, you say, fine, you want to play? I'm going to play you. But you should know you're being set up when the child says, you go first. And so you go there, and what do? You go, cha-choon, 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 and you're dead in 2.3 seconds. And the child looks at you with a little smirk and says, not bad for a beginner. And the child goes, cha-choon, 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 cha-choon. And about 45 minutes later, you get your second turn. Here's the question. Why does the child always win? Is it because of their skill, their intelligence, their background, their speed, their flexibility? No, they win because they played this game before. And as a result, write this down, they know the road ahead. And if there's anything that's gonna speed up your ability to achieve whatever you want, it's learning the road ahead. And by the way, that's been my obsession for most of my adult life and part of my young 16, 17, 18-year-old life even. Because knowing the road ahead could be said another way. You could say that the ultimate power is anticipation. Anticipation is the ultimate power. It's the ultimate advantage in business. It's the advantage in family. It's the advantage in life. The ability to anticipate. Because why does the child win? Because you're reacting. You've not played this game. You don't know where it's coming from. Oh my God, dude, I'm dead. But the child has played so many times, so what does the child know? They know the first bad guy's on the left, down, next bad guy's up to the right, next one here, next one here. So they're able to anticipate. Write this down. Leaders anticipate, losers react. If you and I are gonna get the level of result that we deserve and desire, then we've got to be able to anticipate. Now, how do you anticipate something if you don't have the experience? You have two ways to learn. Your own experience or who? Other people's. Most of you probably know the power of leverage in finance, the power of other people's money. Sometimes they call it OPM. What's more valuable than other people's money? Other people's experiences, if the other people are masters, if they're the best in the world at what they do. Because then they know those 2 millimeters that can give you results faster that may have taken them 20 years to figure it out. They might be able to teach you in 15 minutes or 15 days or 15 months, but not 10 or 20 years. And so my life has been obsessed with this concept that success leaves clues. That if you want to succeed, my original teacher was a man named Jim Rohn. How many of you have heard of Jim Rohn? Oh, quite a few, that's beautiful. Jim was a beautiful man. He was kind of a philosopher, a business philosopher. And I worked for Jim. I went to work for him when I was 17 years old, and I learned a ton from him. And it was mostly philosophy. He did 3-hour seminars, and every seminar was exactly the same. He dropped the chalk in his hand at the same moment. He turned and looked. I know, because I went to 47 of his seminars. And I took notes every single time, because I realized, I learned from him, repetition is the mother of skill. Hear something once, you understand it. And have you ever been mad at yourself, by the way, because you learned something and didn't apply it? It's probably because you heard it once and understood it. Understanding and $3 will almost buy you a Starbucks. Meaning, understanding is important, but it will give you no results. Understanding is the first step. Oftentimes, you'll share something with somebody, oh, I already know that. If you're not doing it, you don't know it. You've heard it. You understand it cognitively, but it's not in you. You don't know it. Key number 2, if you want to accelerate mastery in finance, in your intimate relationship, in your body, in your joy, in your love, in your spirituality, in any area of your life. Key number 2 is you must learn through total immersion. Jot it down. You must learn through total immersion. Remember I mentioned earlier, this seminar is 50 hours long over the course of these 4 days. There's 52 weeks in a year. What if we came here and just met 1 hour a week? It would be so much easier. Would you get the same result, yes or no? Tell me. There's no way. Think about it. You dream it, you breathe it, you're in it. It's 20 hours a day, 12 hours a day. You make connections you'll never make when it's separated out. So one of the things I do, as I mentioned earlier, is I schedule in my life the places and times in advance that are gonna make me grow. The things I'm gonna do. Immersion is king. If you'll put yourself in environments of immersion, you'll make more progress in a few days than you would do in a few years, if you really do it. And if you're doing immersions, most importantly, with someone who is totally outstanding, not good, not excellent. You could spend all immersion with somebody who's good and you're gonna get immersed in good, which will give you poor results. Besides immersion, in order for you to get lasting results, you need spaced repetition, right? You go for total immersion, you're gonna learn a ton, but then you need to go out into life and apply what you've learned, right? And see what works, see if you really got it down or not. And then you want to come back and maybe refine a few things. So anything you want to master, your body, money, relationship, energy, these are the 3 keys. Tell me what they are. Number 1, model someone who's totally what? Outstanding. Number 2, if they're totally outstanding, you got to learn by total, complete what? And number 3, you need spaced what? That's it.